Hey friends, Mike Carlin, Speak Realty. Hopefully you knew that already. This video is about buying a piece of land to build your house on. So what are some of the things you need to consider and what does the process look like? Well, first, of course, you need to find the piece of land. Then you are going to do a little bit of investigation prior to putting an offer on it. When you write the offer, normally you're going to do it contingent on a feasibility study, where then you can further investigate to make sure that you can do what you want with the land. So first thing you want to look at is the access to the property, because of course you need to be able to get to it. We do have properties around here that are landlocked and don't have any easement noted. So we need to find out, is there a way to get access from the city streets to the property? If it's already on a city street, then you have no issues. Next thing I would do during my initial due diligence is going to the city, or at least calling the zoning department and confirming that I could build what I want on that piece of property, that it is properly zoned for it, and that there is room to fit what I'm trying to fit on there, finding out what the setbacks are, if it's a smaller piece of property, to where you're going to, so you know where you're going to place the house. Then you want to find out about utilities. What access do you have? Normally the electricity is not going to be an issue, but the cable can be an issue, cable and internet service. So you want to make sure, if you absolutely need high-speed internet, can you get it on this piece of property? And then of course you want to find out about city water and city sewer, or do you have to go well and septic? Because that can, again, dramatically change the cost, because some septic systems can be very expensive to put in if the land doesn't perk properly. So normally during that feasibility study, you would also be getting the permit for the well and septic, so that if it gets rejected or you have to have an alternative system, you're aware of what the costs are going to be when you get in there. Another thing to consider cost-wise is the cost to get the land ready to be built on. For instance, if there's a lot of trees, they may have to be taken, a bunch may have to be taken down and dealt with, so adds to the cost. And the final thing that I would like to mention is wetlands. We do have a lot of wetlands around here. So if it appears there's any wetlands on the property, during that feasibility study, you would hire a company to go in there and determine, are there wetlands on the property? If so, what part of the property is wetlands and what part can be built on, so that you can build the house you want. Now, there are ways to build houses on areas that are considered wetlands. However, again, it gets very expensive, because you can either buy wetlands in other areas and then give it over to the state, or normally what people do is they pay into a wetland bank. Though normally you would be buying, let's say it's 5 acres to 1 acre that you want to use, so you end up buying more than you're actually using to compensate for the harm that you're doing to the land. So those are some of the things to consider when looking at buying a piece of property to build the house on. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, and please subscribe to my channel so that when new videos come out, you'll get notified.